There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, tonight we're going to discuss The Rainmaker. This is one of John Grisham's best novels that was made into a film. He's had 37 novels, and 9 of them have been made into movies.
Wow.
And he has said that this was his favorite of all. Now, when he said that, I'm not sure, because Runaway Jury happened, I think it was in 2002 or 4, and this was released in 1997. So I don't know. I would put Runaway Jury, I think, ahead of this, but that's just me. So Francis Ford Coppola helped write the screenplay along with John Grisham, and Francis directed the thriller, the legal thriller, they call it, which doesn't exactly love the legal profession.
Yeah.
Yet, we find a couple of the characters in the story, very, very endearing. Rudy and Deck. Those are the 2 favorites. Rudy is played by Matt Damon, and Deck Shifflet is Danny DeVito, who is absolutely hilarious in this movie. If you catch some of the stuff he does, he's just, I don't know, there's just something about him. He's so funny to me. So the film stars Matt Damon, Danny DeVito, Claire Danes, Jon Voight, Danny Glover, Mickey Rourke, Roy Scheider. Those are the biggies. It's quite a nice list of names. Of a budget of $40 million, they grossed $45.9 million in the US. So the story goes that Rudy Baylor, Matt Damon, is a recent graduate of Memphis State University of Law, and he's trying to find a job. Well, he's bartending is what he's doing, so he's not doing well, but he meets up with Bruiser Stone, who has a law office that's in the same parking lot as a strip club. And Bruiser says that he will hire him if he'll come over and work for him. But he has to be an ambulance chaser type. So Bruiser puts him in touch with Deck Shifflet, to chase ambulances. And they get actual police reports, and they go to the hospital, and they find ways to get around security to go into these hospital rooms to try to get the people's business to sue whomever. Well, Rudy doesn't really like it, but he hangs around the hospital anyway and ends up seeing a lady that gets beat up by her husband that comes in. She's all beat up. He comes in, throws a drink on her, and says some very rude things, and off he goes. Well, Rudy wants to be the hero and find out what's going on here, and ultimately probably saves her life. Yeah, because the husband, he is no more. So Bruiser gives Rudy and Deck $5,500 apiece. They both leave his firm because the FBI is after him, and he's getting ready to go to the Bahamas or somewhere nice and warm. So Rudy and Deck open their own business. Well, all they have to go on is ambulance chasing. But they did find out about this one case where Great Benefit Insurance Company denies a young man that is dying of leukemia proper treatment. He doesn't get to have the bone marrow transplant. He got letter after letter after letter of rejection that the parents received. So these 2 are all over this, doing the investigating. They figure out their office has been bugged. Just so clever that Deck knows all this stuff because he's never passed the bar. He's tried 6 times and he's never passed, but he's very creative and very clever. So he kind of shows Rudy the ropes of what they need to do to get to these people and to beat their big fancy Leo F. Drummond lawyer that brings in the whole team to battle against this one kid. Well, you know the story. They win, and he's the Rainmaker. So that just puts it in a nutshell. So many other good points and things to talk about. I'm going to turn that over to you all. Who'd like to go first, Bill Barnhart?
Well, I'd never seen it before, but I've seen a few John Grisham movies. Most of the books I've read of his too have been made into movies. So I knew it was going to be all about the legal profession, and that seems pretty status quo for John Grisham. But
He
no,
is a lawyer.
huh?
He is a lawyer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right.
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I think that he always depicts peculiarities in the legal profession too, right? He's always pointing out, the flaws in the profession, and I guess that's why people like it so much. But I enjoyed it. I thought it had a great cast and all that, and all that. But it sort of fit his formula, I guess is what I'm saying for his type of show.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're always in the South, which is peculiar.
Mm-hmm.
He grew up in
Mississippi.
Arkansas, right?
Yeah. He was born in Arkansas, grew up in Mississippi, or vice versa. But yeah, he's definitely from the South.
Because
He lives right outside of Oxford, Mississippi, near Ole Miss.
The first book, Painted House, is like of his childhood.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's in Arkansas, but all I remember about that one is that he lived in an old house that needed to be painted, and he was a big Cardinals fan.
So is the movie close to the book?
I didn't read this book.
Painted House or this one?
I read Painted House, yeah, but
Movie.
I don't know.
I don't think they made Painted House into a movie.
Yeah.
No, this one.
No.
Yeah. While we're here.
Yeah.
His first book, and also the first book of his that they made into a movie, was The Firm.
Yeah. And then the Pelican Brief was after that, I think.
Well, they had A Time to Kill.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's
was
right.
the first one, but yeah, The Firm was a big one. The Pelican Brief, like I say, there were 9 of the movies. I could find the list here somewhere of his books that did very, very well.
Chris, may I say you look very attractive tonight.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm not sure, did you
Thank
get
you.
your hair cut or colored or something?
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I was noticing that too. It looks really good, Chris.
It's probably
Yeah.
it's longer than it has been in a while. That's probably it. I didn't cut it as short, but that's very kind. Thank you.
It looks good, yeah.
Just took
Yeah,
out.
don't worry,
Yeah,
don't worry, Chris. It's all
It's the
side
pain
out too.
meds.
Yeah, that's
What?
right.
Everybody's talking at once here.
That was an honest comment. That was not filtered by pain meds.
We'll
That's
take notes.
great.
And it was recorded.
There we
Oh,
go.
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Right. So
Who likes the John Grisham books? Who?
Oh, I love them.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's been a long
probably
time
read
though. I
those.
haven't read one in
Yeah.
at least a decade, if not
Yeah,
longer.
it's
it's
been
I
been a
don't know
while.
if I picked them
Yeah,
up
me neither.
now
yeah.
that I
Yeah.
would like them as well as I once did, but probably, he's
Yeah.
a very good writer.
Very
He is, and and you do feel like you're in the courtroom, and the only thing that I thought with this one is that it's so different than his other movies, is that his other movies are so much more action-packed, where this was more character-driven, I thought,
Mhm.
and more moral choices as opposed to a bad guy being, like in The Firm or in Pelican
Mhm,
Brief,
mhm.
where you've got the bad guys versus the good guys. We had the bad guys, but they were all in the law firm, the other law firm. So yeah, but I read this book 1,000 years ago, so I kind of remember thinking at the time that it was very similar to the book. But it's been so long, I don't know
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Close to 30 years.
Oh my gosh.
97.
Oh my
97.
God.
29 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
since he's the co-writer on the script, I assume it hewed pretty closely to the book.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it reminded me, even though it reminded me of Aaron Brockovich, but Aaron Brockovich came after. Aaron Brockovich, I think, is like 2000. I remember looking that up. But that same idea, like you say, wasn't so much, a villain and
Right.
and somebody
Yeah.
who's being targeted, but it was more a matter of the morality of
Exactly.
what the
Corporate
had been,
greed,
yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
everything. Yeah.
so yeah. And I liked Aaron Brockovich a lot.
Yeah, that was
Good.
also. I love the David versus Goliath
Yeah.
kind of movies, it does make me feel that sometimes you have a chance,
Yeah.
I like Bruiser.
Oh, you liked Bruiser.
I was laughing. I mean, with the way he was such a typical, I don't know what you'd call him. I know what I call him in
Lawyer.
Chicago, but with the tie and the white collar and the striped shirt with the big cufflinks and all the rings, and it was just a McGaffer, just that's what it. I just laughed at him, and I thought that was another thing that he was so good at. I mean, he's had such a small role. What's his name, Chris again?
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, Mickey Rourke.
Rourke.
Yeah, but it's still he came across as a typical all show and no substance person.
Yeah. Had everybody else doing his work for him.
Yeah, yeah,
was
and he
the one
took all the
collecting
money. Yeah, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was, I give you a draw of $1,000, but and you have 1 month to get. Now you've got a brand new law student that doesn't have any idea, and so it's $1,000. But if you don't pay your draw back, oh, and then he got 2/3 of the money that they got in fees. So it was almost like nobody that's his employee is going to make any money. The only one that's going to make money is him.
Mhm.
So,
Absolutely. So I got a kick out of Miss Birdie too, with her will, wanting to leave all of her money to the television evangelist
Oh,
so
yeah.
that he could
He
buy.
needs a new
Yeah.
jet.
He
yeah.
needed a new jet.
Yeah. And that's so sad because there's so many like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, but she was pretty
Cousin
cute when she
Eddie.
came out that morning with her wheelbarrow full of shovels and hoes and clanking them around trying to get him to wake up because he was doing her gardening.
Yeah.
She made sure that she got him out of bed.
Yeah.
Called him my yard boy.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
yard boy.
Yes.
I saw that mulch back up and I thought, oh my God.
Yeah.
He was in for it that day, that's for sure.
There were so many little things in the movie. Going back to Bruiser having a shark in his office. You get the
Mhm.
joke, haha.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. Oh, really?
Exactly. So,
Is
Yeah.
anybody surprised that it cost 40 million and only made what 49?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
45.9. I know. I was surprised
Well, that was a big cast, and you got to know a lot of that was
Oh,
just
yeah.
going.
I bet Coppola was the most surprised.
Yeah.
Probably so. Yeah. Mahoney.
Oh, we're talking about Mickey Rourke's character. There, I really sort of enjoyed him. I had the occasion during my career as a reporter to deal with big time plaintiff lawyers like that a great deal, especially in the early 1980s when I was covering the Hyatt and the trials after the Skywalk disaster, and they truly are a breed apart. And I mean, the fact that he had a shark in his office was emblematic of a lot of the big dog plaintiff attorneys that I worked with. They were obviously great sources in the Hyatt coverage. They were Rourke's character brought back a lot of that to me to think about how plaintiff attorneys work. They are the ones that I dealt with had more scruples than Rourke's character did, but they're an aggressive bunch of people. Overall, I really liked the movie. For the David and Goliath aspect of it, as well as it was a good look, I think, to the underside of the legal profession. Excuse me.
Yeah. I think doesn't Rudy make a point in there that the reason why he became a lawyer was because of the 50s and 60s lawyers that had the Civil Rights Act, and I remember him saying for a while there, lawyers actually had good reputations during that time. I thought, oh yeah, that was a time when they probably did have a little more whatever. So yeah, I agree, Mike. It's it just good. It's just good.
And reporters like
Oh, you froze.
Good.
Watergate.
Glad he froze.
What'd you say? Froze?
What'd you say?
Say it again.
Say it again, Gary. You froze right in the middle.
Oh, Mahoney and I became reporters during the Watergate era. The same time, reporters briefly had a positive reputation.
Yeah, that's right. I think they still have a good reputation.
Good for you. But Whit and I had made the decision to get into journalism before it became cool. But and then we endured it.
Rode the wave.
Yeah.
Did anybody see the new one? There's a new Rainmaker out on I guess it's on
it's a series.
Netflix.
Oh yeah.
And it's a
series.
series.
A series, yeah.
It's a series. It's actually pretty good because again, the thing about the series is that it just gives you a lot more time to develop the characters. And although I think the character is developed really well in this, because he goes from extremely unconfident and unsure of himself to a confident lawyer and person. And I mean, you can see the growth. I think even in the new one, and they changed it. I can't remember. I saw it a while back, and I can't remember what the change is, but I remember thinking to myself, "Oh, that's not the way the movie was." But to this point, I can't remember. But I remember thinking it was pretty good. I think it was that one. Yeah.
Speaking of character development, did it seem fast forward that he fell for this beat up lady in the hospital almost from the beginning? Which seemed like I'm not sure that's finding a fallen angel in a hospital seems like a natural first move. But, I think they had to quickly develop the relationship. So it probably develops more slowly in the book than it did in the movie. But that seemed like a fast forward piece of action there.
Yeah.
But they said at the very end that Rudy leaves law practice, and he and Kelly leave town, and he becomes a law teacher. It didn't say where, but yeah, they leave town together. But somewhere it was pointed out it didn't really show a lot of romance between them. Yet he was
No.
there to be a hero, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what he thought he was doing, other than he did save her from that awful man.
Yeah.
But it was a story apart from the main theme.
Yeah, it really was. It was,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
I mean, I think didn't it ended and he was the rainmaker for the family, but
Yes.
he didn't make it rain for anybody else. That's kind of I was looking for like how it was going to proceed into the future, like he was going to parlay this into like making it rain for all sorts of people, and that's probably what they do in the series.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't just string one case out for several years, right? So,
Well, you actually wonder how much money did he make for that family? They did
oh, he
because
said,
great benefit
didn't he
insurance.
say? I thought he said he got a third.
Well, he gets a
Third
third.
of nothing.
Third of nothing because
Oh.
the insurance company claims bankruptcy. And
Yeah.
you
Oh, yeah,
see
yeah.
that
Yeah, that's right.
CEO and his wife on a plane headed out of the country, and they get
Yeah. Yeah.
caught skipping town. So
I think the sequel is called Morgan and Morgan.
That guy.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
a great,
it's sad. There's so many people that, all they have to do is just claim bankruptcy and then it's just, it just falls apart. It's those loopholes and just upsetting. I mean, he would have gotten, how much was it? Well, how much was the what did she end up getting?
50 million.
How much?
yeah, 50 million, I think.
Was it 50 or 80 or something?
I think it was 50.
So, third of that. But that meant Bruiser got the third. They don't get the third. He gets 2/3 of the third, and then he gets the 1/3.
Well,
And he has to pay back all his.
No, why would Bruiser get any of the money?
Because it was his firm. Oh, you're
Well,
right.
what?
Right.
Rudy
You're
They
right.
were
That's
Not
separated.
right.
anymore. No.
Yeah,
Their
that's
own
right. I
firm.
forgot. That's right.
Yeah. Bruiser was drinking
Out of
Mai
it.
Tais under some coconut tree somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. Oh well.
it was a great cast. I mean,
Yeah, it was.
I was looking at it here, Roy Scheider, he makes an appearance. That was, it's kind of cool to see everybody much younger.
Which one was he?
He was like the owner of the
CEO.
company.
No, he was the CEO.
Oh,
They
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
made him, they made him testify.
Yeah,
The one who was leaving on the plane.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
And
they,
Randy Travis was one of the jurors. Did
Yeah.
everybody catch
oh,
that?
yeah.
Yeah,
The guy got kicked out.
that's right. He did. Well, he came diving over the everybody after Drummond.
Yeah.
And the lady from Mary Hartman was the mom.
Yeah. Mary Jo Place or Mary Kay Place.
Mary Kay
Very
Place.
good.
Mary Kay
Yeah.
Place. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a strong cast, and I guess that's where the $40 million went. It's just a shame we didn't make a little bit
So
more
why
back.
why was it a box office flop essentially?
Why was it? I don't know.
Guys, I've got to go.
All right.
Gotta go.
Good to see you.
Great
See
to
you,
see you, Gary.
Safe
Yeah.
trip home.
He looks good.
Anyway, I do not know why it didn't do better.
I know.
I'm trying
I
to.
thought the movie was fine. I just
Yeah.
thought a lot of things just fell into place. Danny DeVito was like a narrator, and so was the new judge. I was kind of glad that first judge cacked, but
Oh, well, he was all in with Drummond.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
He
Oh,
was,
for
scam.
sure. Yeah.
Jon Voight was really good in it. I mean, a lot of the
He was.
acting was good. I just thought the story
Well, yeah, yeah. Without having that kind of action that I think people were used to, I bet the word got around that it's more
A little more
talking
laid
than it
back.
is action packed. Yeah.
I agree with you. I bet so.
Yeah. I think that could be, but it was good. It's just
The
a good
book was
story.
better.
I actually went online because I wanted to find out what the insurance companies do now and if they can still do that. And of course, thank goodness, the Affordable Care Act, stopped, the there's a whole bunch of stuff that it stopped, and it's a lot, but they still, the number one thing they still do is deny, but they deny it because of not of being not necessary, and you have to prove that it was a necessary um, surgery in order to get it approved. And then the other thing that they still do that they did in the movie was you had to get prior authorization from,
Mhm.
and they still do that. So yeah, they still try to, especially the ones that are profit based, still try to, you know, make sure that that they can pay their bills and pay their stockholders. So they'll say no, if they can get away with it. Um,
So Jeff,
I thought it was,
go ahead.
go ahead, Chris.
No, I'm calling on you because I knew you had something to
Oh,
say.
I was just going to say, I thought it was odd that they sold these policies door to door
oh
and
yeah.
made or collected weekly payments. I mean,
Mhm.
that seems like a lot of work. Like, probably the majority of the premium went to the agent, going door to door,
Mhm.
the commission. But
I think I remember my parents talking about $1 a day for insurance, something like that. And they would come around week by week. I kind of remember that. It was $1 a day. And the person would come around. Now, I don't remember this at all when I was a kid, so maybe they were talking about, someone else or their parents or whatever, but I do remember that $1 a day, and they'd either come daily or they would come every week. Wow.
Seemed like there might have been a television advertisement that way.
Oh, was there? Oh, I don't remember, but yeah, that could be.
You know,
I remember something like that, Bill. Yeah. I don't know as though they
one
showed up
dollar a
in
day.
Dora, but $1 a day was the premium for Connecticut General or some, I don't know.
Huh.
Anyway, Karen,
Yeah,
got more to say?
not really. I mean, it was what I remembered. I had seen it, back when it came out. And of course, I liked John Grisham. I read books back then. I remember liking the movie. Watched it a second time and knew what was going to happen. So that's always you know, has
Hmm.
sort of dampens a little bit some of the, you know, the when you're seeing it for the first time and you're like, what you don't expect, like you say, when the CEO and his wife, abscond. Um, again, what I wouldn't have, I don't know that I would have recommended it to, and said, oh, this is a movie you've got to see, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. But good, good acting, good cast. Just kind of what everybody else said, just not that compelling of a story once you kind of know what's going to happen. Uh,
Mhm.
so that was kind of my
Yeah.
take on it.
I didn't want him to find that claims examiner, the lady,
Oh,
whatever her name was. That would have interrupted the story.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
mean, that
Think
was the
about that.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
brought all her work product and
Hmm.
Yeah.
Blew that wide open.
Yeah.
And that's when Voight got so good. You could see that facade that he carried just was started to crumble when he saw her walking in, and then when she's on the stand, you can see him trying to be uh, be ferocious, but underneath you can see him kind of crumbling underneath, knowing that this is killing the case. So
Yeah.
it's good. That was good.
I got the sense he kind of crumbled when that juror jumped out of the jury box.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And then he goes like this to the
Yeah.
rest of the defense team.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
they knew they'd been set up.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
wonder, I
Yeah.
wonder where this movie fell in the John Grisham movie.
The pantheon of John Grisham.
Yeah, because I was noticing that the book came out in 95. It was published in 95.
Right.
It was,
Right.
so it was a movie by 97.
Right.
So I'm thinking that Grisham already knew that his books, he was writing books to be made into movies.
Yeah.
And this one,
Oh,
I'm thinking that the people, this might not have been, people might have been a little burnt out on John Grisham movies by the
Oh.
time.
That
Oh.
could be.
I
But
didn't
then
think about that. Yeah.
somewhere I saw the list of what happened, his different movies. A Time to Kill was first, and then, I don't know, Pelican Brief, and on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
But between The Rainmaker and Runaway Jury was about five to 7 years.
Really?
And I don't think there's anything in between, but I have to find that list. Sorry, I don't have it available.
Mhm.
Anyway,
You know
so
who was
yeah,
the
it could
big
be.
box office?
I'm sorry.
Which one was the biggest box office? The
I don't
Firm?
know.
Oh, it's got to be The Firm, wouldn't you say?
Wasn't
I
that
would
Tom
think,
Cruise?
yeah.
Yeah, that was Tom
Or
Cruise.
well,
Yeah.
or Pelican Brief. Both of those were really good and really popular. Julia Roberts in Pelican Brief,
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and Tom Cruise in The Firm.
And
Anybody
Jack
know if
Nicholson.
Coppola did any more of them? Grisham books?
What's that?
I do
Did
not.
Coppola do any more Grisham
Oh,
books?
I don't know.
No idea. Do you guys remember there was, I don't know if they made it into a movie, but there was one called Sycamore something or other. That was
Uh,
one of my favorite ones.
A Grisham book.
Yeah.
A Grisham book. Huh.
Sycamore.
Well,
Doesn't-
I was looking at 1997 movies just to see, well, was there a lot of competition? And man, was there ever? Good Will Hunting is from 97, Donnie Brasco, Air Force One, um, let's see, LA Confidential, As Good as It Gets,
There you go.
Amistad,
Oh my gosh.
Titanic.
Oh,
So there was a
wow.
lot of
No
So
wonder.
choices.
yeah, I mean that, but it might have only made 49 or whatever because people were going Con Air, um,
Yeah, those are
Oh, you're
huge.
right.
Jurassic Park: The Lost World.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my gosh. Yeah.
The Full Monty.
Oh my God.
Oh
Oh,
my
there.
God.
That
Yeah.
was
Anyway,
quite
so yeah, a lot of
clear.
competition in '97. So that might be
Yes.
also a
That's
reason.
got to be. Yeah, that's got to
least
be it.
Play
Yeah.
part, at least play a part of a role. Yeah.
But people were going to movies then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
And I
were.
still really like going to movies, but yeah,
Um,
who knows?
this Wikipedia says he's got 10 feature film movies, and The Rainmaker was the sixth one. So the first one was The Firm in 1993,
Hmm.
and the last one is Christmas with the Cranks,
Yeah.
2004.
I haven't seen that.
No,
I haven't
either.
either.
Yeah.
I think
That's-
some of his later books were not as good.
Not as, compelling. I'd
There
agree.
was Sycamore Row was one I liked a lot, and The Testament were really good.
Oh yeah, The
Oh
Testament.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank
Speaking
y'all.
of going to movies,
Yeah.
what were people thought about the Oscars last night?
Well, I don't know why I didn't get in until about halfway through, so I never saw his opening monologue.
Oh, you can see it on
Yeah, I've
YouTube.
got to go to YouTube and go ahead and see it, but I didn't see it last night. So I got in. But I was, I thought those two movies those were the two that I thought were going to come in with Sinners and what's the other one called?
One battle after another.
One Battle After Another. I just saw that. And boy, that was a movie. And it was interesting to me that what's his name didn't show up.
Sean Penn.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sean Penn. Oh my gosh.
He was over in Ukraine.
Is that where he was?
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
today.
Ukraine. Yeah.
wow.
I thought they did a very nice job with In Memoriam this year, but we lost some big names this
Yeah,
year
we
too.
did.
Mhm.
Seeing Streisand, Sing the Way We Were for Robert
Yes.
Redford, that was, really touching. And of course, all of the people that came out, that had been starred in, Rob Reiner's films.
Rob Reiner's. Oh
Um,
my
Yeah, that
yeah,
God.
was
that
fabulous.
was really good.
Rob Reiner was supposed to be here this week in Sarasota doing one of those lifelong learning programs. And well, obviously, but and I had planned on seeing him, and it's just so sad. That was awful.
And then the tribute to Diane Keaton was really
Yeah.
nice
Yes.
as well.
Didn't Gene Hackman die last year?
Was that-
Year
Maybe not.
before.
I don't think they said anything about him if he did, but so it
I
must have
think
been
it
a
was the
little
year
over a year ago.
before.
Was it?
I
Must have
think
been.
so. Yeah.
I thought the whole show was very well done. It was very classy. There wasn't a bunch of fooey nonsense going on anywhere. Everybody behaved.
Well, I thought the ballerina was a nice touch. Take that, Timothy.
Yeah, did Marty Supreme win anything?
Did who?
I don't think so.
Marty Supreme.
I don't think
I
it won
don't think
anything.
it did.
Mm-mm.
I
No.
think he turned the vote against it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
right. He compared himself to Marlon Brando. I'm like, oh, in your fucking dreams, Timothy
Yeah.
Chalamet, you are nothing like Marlon Brando.
Yeah. And what was with that white suit? I don't know. There was something like, to me, it looked like he's wearing his father's suit from, or I don't know. It was just weird. But anyway,
15 years since The Bridesmaid.
yeah. Jesus.
So you said it wasn't too goofy, but I mean, they did have Conan running the show, so it had to be a little goofy.
Yeah. Well, I love the ending because it was the ending of the movie that won Best Picture. He gets killed. I thought that was a great ending. Anyway.
Or
Haven't
was
seen
it the opening where he was like the lady from Weapons,
Yeah,
Amy
They're
Madison?
running through
Amy
there with
Madigan.
all the children.
Madigan.
Yeah, that's
The lipstick.
creepy. Yeah.
I think he holds. Let's see, he's like done it 3 times. I think now Conan has.
Oh,
Who
I
holds the
thought this was
record?
only
So
his second.
yeah, everybody knows who holds the records, right?
Gotta be
Look.
Billy
Billy
Crystal.
Crystal, isn't it?
I
No.
think it's Bob Hope, isn't it?
Isn't it? Oh, it's Bob Hope. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did it for years and years and years.
I forgot
Yeah.
about him.
19, and Billy Crystal has 9, and then I think it drops down to 5. Johnny Carson did it like at least 5 times,
Okay.
but just seems like it's somebody different all the time. Jimmy Kimmel 3 times.
Yeah.
It was funny when he came out too.
Presenting
He's
the
gonna be
Melania
mad that Melania
documentary.
isn't in the isn't in the running. Oh my gosh.
So did everybody think rightly so that One Battle After Another was a better movie than Sinners? Was
I've
it
not seen it. I can't say.
I don't think it would. I wouldn't say better, but but because they're so different. I mean, it's so hard to compare the two. No, I wouldn't say it's better, but either one of them I would have been happy with. They were both really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and
I don't think a lot of people wanted something when and I did too. I walked into Sinners thinking it's kind of a historical fiction until it turned into vampires. And I was like, what? I mean, it was just that shocked me. Yeah, and I think a lot of the people at the Academy just couldn't handle that kind of a shock. I don't know.
Yeah, that's possible, I guess.
Yeah, well,
So what are we going to do about the pick?
yeah.
Well,
Who's
when you
after him?
post
Not
it,
until the first Monday in April, so there's a good amount of time. We could just ask John to pick,
Yeah.
make a pick and send it by email.
just make a note when you post this
Uh-huh.
that
Mhm.
John let us know what the next pick is. He'll have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or he has time to figure one out. He doesn't
Yeah.
have one
He can
already.
read his email on the boat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be
Between
interested.
pina coladas. Yeah.
Well, I had a
It
recommendation,
was
which
the
I don't
Titanic.
often do. I don't often have a recommendation, but have any of
What?
you, yeah, not very often anyway. Have any of you watched Young Sherlock? It's like a six
Yes.
episodes.
Yes.
The Guy Ritchie um,
Yes.
directed. I think of course I like anything Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But I think I think it's very, very well done. It's kind of interesting the way they're portraying Moriarty
Mhm.
in this, at this point in Sherlock's life. Um, and the fact, I mean, it's not like some shows about Sherlock Holmes. Each episode is its own standalone in a sense. They sort of there's something mysterious and then they resolve it. This it's one thing and it's an arc. Oh darn it, Gary's not here. It's an arc
Yeah.
um, over all 6 episodes. And I like Guy Ritchie. I just like the way he films things. I like the sort of that there's always a lot of movement, a lot of quick cuts and that sort of thing. And I like that when it comes to a topic or a focus on like Sherlock. And then Guy Ritchie has a movie coming out, I think, just in a few weeks, called In the Gray that looks really good too. So I'm going to try to see that
Hmm.
at the theater because because I like seeing Henry Cavill on the big screen. One thing, but I tend to like Guy Ritchie movies that way. So yeah. So that's my recommendation is young Sherlock, and then we'll hopefully
I have to agree. I like that young Sherlock as well. And I watch like you, I watch all the Sherlock, they're all, yeah, all of them. The one thing that I want to see, and I think it's called Slant or Slants, and it's about a Asian American woman, a girl that because she's and and I'm just this is what I heard. I haven't seen it. That it takes place maybe in 50s or 60s or maybe a little later 70s or 80s, but she's an Asian American woman that has been um, a lot of prejudice shown to her, and she decides to become white and is surgically becomes white. And I've heard that, I mean, I was listening to PBS and to the writer who is an Asian American woman. And it just sounds like it would be a really interesting film. I think it's called Slants or, yes,
This is
Slants.
a movie that's coming out.
Yeah, it's a movie that's coming out. It should be coming out real soon. So that sounded good to me.
So had anybody else seen Young Sherlock?
Is
I
that
saw
a
it
new?
quite a
Is
while
that a
ago.
new? Is that a new show or is it?
Relatively new,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where do you find it?
I think I saw it on Prime, maybe.
Prime or Netflix?
I don't have Netflix, so I know I didn't see it there.
Oh,
but I
well,
think
then
I
it's
saw it.
Prime. Yeah.
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 Oh. No, but I went and saw The Bride.
Oh, how was that?
It was, I mean, I liked it, it's like well, you can't exactly take little kids to see it, but it's not as bloody as you might think. It's just a parody on the relationship between men and women, and, and with
Wait a
the
minute.
focus on
Bloody
women.
and relationship between men
Yeah,
and women.
with maybe yeah, like maybe the bride is liberated, you know, but it's entertaining. I thought it was anyway. We left, and everybody in my group go, "Oh, I don't like that," and then they were going, but it was okay. It's kind of how you feel about it. It's entertaining and it's a nice take. Maggie
Who's in it?
Gyllenhaal. Well, Maggie Gyllenhaal, she directed it, and it's oh the guy played Batman. He's Frankenstein, and Frankenstein is like the intelligent Frankenstein. He's a reasoning monster. And the lady that Jessie, she just won the Best Actress last night. Jessie Buckley.
Buckley.
She
Right.
Buckley. She plays the bride, and
Ah.
so believe their setting is like 1932 in Chicago, and they create her for Frankenstein, and then they kind of just evolve because they're both thinking creatures, and they're in shock of each other and all that. And anyway, it's
Sounds
entertaining.
like The Bachelorette.
How many Frankensteins do we need?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't get it because I don't like the Frankenstein stuff. So I probably won't see The
Mm.
Bride, whatever it's called.
Well, I think that's why they made it, is because they need to give the bride some props.
Yeah.
She's been a very misunderstood woman for a long time.
Oh, it sounds interesting.
I'll rush her out then.
I did see one thing that I would, I have to recommend it, but you're going to be very uh, concerned. It's a documentary called Inside the Manosphere, and it's all these male influencers that are that I don't even know how to explain that are talking about, I mean, women as if they're property, and they get millions and millions of views from young boys. I mean, 12-year-olds and 13-year-old boy. It's just, it opened my eyes. You probably know who Scott Galloway is, he's a professor at NYU, I think. Anyway, he has books out about notes to becoming a man, and about telling men to get out and date and take a shower and don't, it's I really like him. But when I see what he's really talking about now, it's called Inside the Manosphere. And these men that have millions and millions of viewers, and the way they talk about women and treat women, and everything about it is horrible. And yet they're getting, these little boys just think they're great. And it's very scary. At least I thought so. I actually wrote my niece and wanted her to, who has young boys. Are they watching this, and are they watching these guys they're horrible, and they're only doing, I don't think they really mean it. It's all for show and all for clicks. But anyway,
What are you saying?
I'd
Are you
love
saying
to.
this is on YouTube or?
No, it's on either Netflix or Prime. It's one of those two.
Oh,
It's a series,
No, it's just
one
and who
shot.
is it? Louis,
CK?
no, no.
That sounds right.
Louis, I
My
can't
first
remember
guess.
his last name.
Sounds like
But
Andrew.
anyway, he's able to worm his way in, and they make fun of him too. But he's able to film these guys, when they're filming their stuff, and when they're out in the world and these little boys are coming up to them, and anyway, it's I think it's real interesting to see because I had no idea it was as big as it is. Just be a macho man that women are just to get pregnant and take care of you. And they have, what do they call it? One-way relationships where they can go out with as many women as they want, but the woman that they're with at that time has to be uh, uh, true to him. Everything you'll see. It's one of those. Oh my God! And what do we do? And how are they getting away with it? And it's all for money. That's all they want. And they're young. They're probably between 22 and 35, maybe.
And none of them have ever had a girlfriend. So,
Well, no, one of them has a girlfriend, but I mean, these women are women that kind of, all they do is kind of, well, we like strong men, that kind of thing, it just, anyway, I think it's worth
You
seeing.
like it.
I think it's worth seeing for sure. And it'll make it makes you think, at least it did me.
Is anybody a Peaky Blinders fan? I went and saw that last movie, The Immortal Man, which wraps up the series, I guess. It was okay.
But
If,
I
it's
never
only
saw
in
it.
theaters.
if you're a fan of the show, you would like the movie, but if you never watched any of the shows, Peaky Blinders was pretty good, but gangsters,
Mhm.
English gangsters.
Right.
Were they English or Irish?
English. They were gypsies, actually.
Ah.
They were gypsies, but they were living in Birmingham, England.
Ah.
And so they had all sorts of dealings with the Irish and stuff like that. That dealings all over Great Britain. But he was kind of Tommy Shelby, he's played by Cillian Murphy, he's kind of ends up being kind of a superhero or just a super gangster hero. But it was a good series for sure.
Oh, I have one more that I'll recommend, and then I'll shut up. Because I saw it and I was laughing my head off. Now I don't know if everyone would, but it's called How to Get to Heaven from Belfast. And
Nice
it's
try.
Irish, and I would, it's laughing, it's funny, and then there's drama and there's mystery, and it's all of that, and it's just really good. So if you like to, some of those other Irish shows, I think you'll like this one.
Okay.
How to Get to Heaven from Belfast.
And what about it though? It's just about what's the show
Oh,
about?
how do I explain it? It is, it's about, well, there's a mystery, and I don't want to really tell you too much about it. It's three women that do something that they promised not to tell anybody about, something bad. And it's like 25 years later or 20 years later, and they have to get back together, and they think they're going to be caught now. So, uh, and I don't really want to, you really need to see it. But it's funny, and it's funny because it's just the Irish sense of humor funny. And then it also has the mystery, and then it also has characters in there, and I think you'll like it.
It's a
I did.
series or it's a film?
It's a series. It's a series. There's probably, it's not a long one. It's limited, maybe 6, maybe 8.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty good.
Right.
That's all I have.
Well, send John a note with your post and
Okay.
tell him to let us know.
Mike Mahoney,
All
are you
right.
going to watch some baseball tonight?
Yes, I am.
Have you been watching?
I've been watching a lot. In fact, I was watching last night rather than the Oscars. So
We had 2 TVs on. There's the Royals have been doing pretty good in this thing.
Kansas City's been doing very well.
Yeah.
Very well.
There's
We
a
got
bunch
lot
of them.
people.
Bunch of them
Lugo,
playing tonight. Huh?
Lugo and Witt and
Yeah. And
Jack.
tonight it's Venezuela and Italy.
Yeah.
So there's Salvi and like three of them in for Venezuela.
Yeah, Pasquantino. Couple others.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
All
guys.
right.
It's
Happy
seven.
St.
Okay.
Patrick's Day,
Happy
everybody.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Happy
Thank
St.
you.
Patrick's Day.
Thank you.
See you in a couple of weeks.
Bye.
Take care.